Booktube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. If you're new, welcome, and some of you have been here from the beginning, and I'm grateful for all of you. I think about you guys so often, you have no idea. So anyway, I have a very short reading update. I think it was on New Year's Eve. It was definitely in 2023. I did finish reading The Girl Who Reads on the Metro by Feret-Fleury, which I believe was originally written in French. This is a little tiny book. It's 173 pages. The retail price was $22.99, which I find shocking. There's a lot of white space in here as well. So it's not actually 173 pages. I got this as a prize for summer reading at my public library. They got out books that had been donated and you could pick one. I think this one was on there because there's, you probably can't see it, but there's like a pen mark. There you go. Over the S there. So I was delighted to find this, and it should be, I mean, look, there's the Eiffel Tower. Like, this should be a book I love. This is so me, and yet I think I gave this book 1 star on Goodreads. I was so disappointed. And I think there's a really, like, a germ or a seed of a great book in here, but man, she did not deliver. I was really, really disappointed. So many ideas, and there were interesting paths. So the title is even a little bit deceiving because at the very start of the book, she has a book in her bag when she's riding the metro, but she is watching what other people are reading and looking at what everyone else is reading. And very early on in the book, because again, things have to happen fast when you only have 173 pages, she stumbles across what I think she thinks is a used bookstore. And it turns out that a father and his daughter live there, and the father has tons and tons of books, and he gives them to these people who are, I don't know, part of his little society, his little group, to give away to other people. But it has to be the right person, the right book, the right moment. He wants her to almost like stalk people to see what would be a great book for them. And yeah, so he gives people these, you know, it seems like bags of books or something like that, and says like to help them find a home. And then so that's a really interesting idea, but we just like divert. The book just takes like a whole other turn. And then, yeah, so none of the characters, not even the main character, the girl allegedly reading on the metro, like none of these characters are fleshed out. And it was just such a bummer. So I'm just going to put this in a little free library. I'm not holding on to this. I mean, you can read it in a day, but honestly, there are so many other great books that take place in Paris that are about books that I would say skip this one. I started reading my number one priority. My number one priority for 2024 is to finish reading Anthony Trollope's The Parsonage Chronicles, or series. And yeah, so I did not read any Anthony Trollope last year, which is terrible. And I started reading Framley, Parsonage, and it was just like meeting up with a friend that you haven't talked to in so long, and it was just wonderful. Or it is wonderful. You're going to see it again because I'm not very far into it yet so far. But after I read this, I am going to read The Small House at Allington, which is so this is the 4th book in the series. This is the 5th book. And then finally, the last Chronicle of Barset, which I'm hoping I will be able to read in March for March of the Mammoths. So this is the last book in the series. But anyway, so it's going to be a pretty heavy Trollope beginning of the year. I do need to find some lighter things to read kind of in between. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning once this week, and this was the only thing next to me on the bed, and yeah, Trollope at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I just couldn't pull it off. So I'm thinking about reading maybe some essays, some short stories, or some middle grade books in between, just to have nearby in case I just need to take a break from Anthony Trollope. I meant to mention this in my goals video. So this is one of the series that I'm thinking about rereading this year. This is the Chronicles of Prydain. You guys know I don't know how to say anything. By Lloyd Alexander. Now, I did not read these until I was an adult. I read them when I worked at Barnes & Noble. I think I always got thrown off because the first book is actually called The Book of Three. I'm not sure. I don't know. But I haven't read them for more than a decade. And I am trying to read some of my middle grade books to decide whether or not, do I still love it? Do I want to keep it? That kind of thing. So I'm thinking maybe I might grab the Book of Three and just have that nearby in case I wake up in the middle of the night and need something lighter than a Victorian novel to read. I am also working on my high priority TBR for 2024. I suppose you could argue it should be done. I'm just looking. My library cart is right here now. In our slightly renovated or rearranged library. There's a brand new bookcase right over here. But my cart just fits right here, and I can see all my books. It's very nice. But yeah, so I was gonna pick 24 books for 2024, and I'm at 30, and that doesn't include these. So I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. So you might check if you're friends with me on Goodreads, or if you want to follow me on Goodreads. That information is all down below, so you can see what I've come up with so far. And I don't know, I might end up just doing something silly and doing 30 books in 2024. I don't know. I'm not sure, because some of the books that are high priority books are not going to be like this, they're not going to take that long. And I'm sure there are some books that I'm thinking are going to be more difficult reads than they will be. We'll just see what happens. But so I've got a lot of Victorian books over here. Brace yourself for that. I've got Miss Reed. So some just paperback mysteries, nature books. So it's gonna be an exciting reading year. I'd love to hear what you are reading. What is the first book that you are reading in 2024? Or books, because some of you have that magical ability to read so many books at the same time. So I'd love to hear about that down below in the comment section. If you don't feel comfortable leaving a comment, I totally get it. You can leave an emoji or give this video a thumbs up just to say hello. I also recommend checking out my Ko-fi page, which has bonus videos on it, and I just uploaded one recently thanking everyone for their support, which is not just financial support, but like commenting and watching my videos and giving them a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Either way, so there is a new video on my Ko-fi page that you can check out. You don't need to leave a tip to enjoy the bonus videos. They are for everyone. So thank you guys so much for watching. Booktube, remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.